Hey there, welcome back to Tangle Tower. Right now, we are on a mission to find Muzak. Some of it is birds, and some of it is piano. There's really only one place with a piano. A lot of this episode is going to be floundering for these musical cues.
I'm just me. There's nothing to know.
How are you related to the other pointers?
My father is Percival Pointer. The professor spends most of his
Is
time
a way
hidden away in
to
his
get
tower.
her to
Barely
play a
speaks to
song.
anyone these days.
Maybe
Especially not the fellows.
it's
you
in
get
the
on with the fellows?
like
Two of
the approach.
Fifi and Freya are my closest friends. We all turned 19 last year.
Do people ever leave Tangle Tower? I don't mean to be rude. It's just...
Oh, I can stop this.
Are you a ghost?
Sally! That's rude! Unless she is a ghost.
It may come as a disappointment, but I am alive.
That makes you a suspect,
There
I'm
is a way to
afraid.
get her to play the
know.
piano, but I don't
What's your
remember
name?
where it was.
My name is Poppy. I'm a pointer. And a pianist.
We'll need to ask you a few questions about Freya.
I know.
Hey, you're pretty good.
All in the wrist. And 13 years of dedicated practice.
Maybe it's... Let's go, because there's also a piano in her room.
There's a name for this kind of piano.
It's an upright.
You know, these ones that stand upright?
I can't recall... See, we're already kind of... We need... a bell. I don't think I've heard a bell at all. We've got the humming. And we need the sound of birds. And we need... the sound of a piano. So a bell. I can't recall a bell sound anywhere. I'm just walking around now. There's nothing in here. This thing makes sounds, but... I tried both tapes, and just the one tape worked in the gramophone. Just the one. Let's just kind of wander around a bit and revisit the rooms. This is where we got the lips or the humming. That's what's here. I don't think there's anything in Felix's room that makes a whole lot of noise. We've already kind of done everything in here.
It's a drinking horn.
Is it full of ale? Or mead, maybe?
Right
Just
now, it's just full
dust.
of dust.
Oh.
There's absolutely nothing in Fitz's room, but we'll look anyway. Dismal.
The door's unlocked. Finally.
Birds?
Trees. On a roof.
In a garden.
In a garden. On a roof. Ah, a little water feature.
It's making me sleepy.
Wonder how it's hooked up.
There are birds here. This guy here who doesn't actually play music. We can go back to the aviary or her room to try and pinpoint the birds.
Looks like nature invited itself in. Rude.
I don't think I've heard that one yet. We've got that one.
That's a big window. Looks like nature. Rude.
The flower we got, so the birds here don't make any sounds that we can capture.
They're bird cages, but the birds are coming and going freely.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is.
My little writing desk. It's kind of cute.
There's nothing written in the book, although someone's torn a page out of the middle.
That's interesting.
What's with those little windows down there?
I think they're there for draining rainwater.
Oh. An especially fancy cage.
And it's home to 3 especially fancy birds.
Penny sent the yellow bird to spy on Fitz and Poppy in the rooftop garden. I was prompted for the crab when I played...
I don't like mirrors. They steal your soul.
How do you get your hair so symmetrical without using a mirror?
I do it by weight. I can feel if one side is heavier than the other. They're bird cages, but the birds
Is
are...
that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally
It's
is.
gonna be a lot of
Bird
skipping.
diagrams. Hand painted.
They're beautiful. Someone really knows their stuff.
Just hit my desk.
Bird diagrams. Hand painted.
They're beautiful. Someone...
Bird
They're
diagrams.
beautiful.
All right, I might just, rather than floundering around, I may just cut here and let you guys back in when the action kicks up again. It's tough for me to figure out where these sounds are. So yeah, so we'll cut right here. Oh, perhaps her bells at the front door. These bells. Aha! There it is. Let's visit the rooms and the places I haven't been to in quite a while. So there's the bell. Wish me luck with the piano and the birds, because you would think they would be the easiest. But they're...
Ah, there's a heart engraved in the tree. I didn't know people actually did that.
PPFF.
It's super hard to find, though. Like, you'd think the piano and the birds would be the most apparent. Ah! But they're proving to be amongst the most difficult. Now the piano. There's pianos everywhere. I tried listening to the piano tape, and that didn't work. So let's just start at the bottom. Now here. Try and find some sort of piano music. You would think the piano would be the easiest. But alas. Oh, maybe we can clutch it. Let's try that, shall we? Let's try not cheating specifically.
I'm still not sure about this thing.
Should we take another look?
You would think that if you had... It's not gonna give it to me. I'm gonna have to find it. If I had to guess, I'd say it's this one. This here. I feel like this is the answer.
Let's come back later.
I'm not allowed to go in until I find the piano. Crud. The struggle. Maybe the metronome?
We already solved it.
Oh, it was a puzzle. Yeah. It's not this piano. Perhaps
Sheet
this.
music.
It's only a few notes. I'd barely even call that music.
Yeah, it's been framed though. Must be important for some reason.
Hello? What is this? Sheet music. It's decorated with delicate, old-fashioned illustrations. And I picked it up. It's a thing now in the case file. Let's ask Poppy about it. Perhaps she will play it. Bobby! Tell me about this.
Yeah, it's mine.
Can you play a tune for
Can you
us?
play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized. Yeah, it's mine.
What's so special about it?
I got it from my teacher. It's the first piece I ever learned.
How long have you been playing?
Since the day I turned 6. Family tradition. I was really excited to start learning. As soon as I got out of my first lesson, I told Freya and Fifi all about it. When I arrived at my second lesson the next day, Freya was there too. She hadn't asked permission, just showed up. For 2 whole years, the teacher taught us both.
Was Freya any good?
She would have been even better than me if she'd stuck with it. But one day, she just stopped coming to lessons.
Why?
That's just it. There was no reason. That's when I realized things were different for her.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
Eight notes.
That's all 4 melodies, I think.
Hey!
So, what
I didn't
do
get
we
a
do
prompt
with
for
them?
it, but it gave it to me.
Should we go back to the gardens again?
Yes, please. Let's go. It's just by pure luck. Pure luck that I found that thing. I promise you I didn't cheat. Do you know what I'm gonna do? Because I feel like we're nearing the end of the game. I'm gonna ask everybody about this piece of music. It's the last thing I have, the only hole
An
I
item
have.
from Poppy's childhood. Her earliest piano lessons hold some special significance for her.
Why's that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not forthcoming enough to ask.
You two are friends, right?
We are, yes.
But...
Frenemies.
It is clear to me now that Poppy has become tired of my company.
Oh.
Is it anything to do with Freya?
Oh, no. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her concerns simply lie elsewhere.
I mean, I know that this entire time we're supposed to be solving a murder mystery, but right now, I am not really suspecting anybody. I'm just kind of like, you know, along for the ride.
I've never been one for music. Why not ask Poppy instead?
Just pass the buck. I did ask Poppy. First. I'll ask her even though she'll say nothing. I'm a completionist, okay? I gotta ask everyone. There's only 3 more people after this guy.
Oh, my. This is the first piece that Primrose ever learnt on the piano. Primrose, that is Poppy's mother. She passed it down to Poppy when she started teaching her how to play.
Poppy's piano teacher was her mother?
Of course. Warms my heart to know that after everything, Poppy still has it up on her wall.
Of course. I would too. But I'm sentimental, so... I put a lot of sentimental value in things.
Looks a little simple for Poppy, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Thought she was a grade 12 or something.
I didn't know there were that many grades.
I'm sure they invented some new ones just for her.
I like how she's acknowledging Poppy's talent, but still, like, with some venom attached to it.
Is
Alright.
that a clue?
Dunno. It was important enough to be framed, though.
I framed my law degree, doesn't make it a clue.
Same? Yeah?
Oh, his eyes glow when you...
Poppy's piano music. I remember when she started learning. She's improved a lot since then.
Yeah, that's generally how it works.
Right. Of course.
I love the acting in this. The voice acting in this is great. One of my favorite things.
Let's try this again.
Now that we've got everything, please.
You know, I think we might be able to solve this now.
We could have solved it earlier. We had 2 out of 3.
That's gotta be right.
Nothing. Maybe it's broken.
Wait, do you hear that?
Hey, look at this.
Where do you think it goes?
Down.
Oh, we're going down. You better believe. Tangle Tower. Underneath. Or underneath Tangle Tower. That would be even better. Woo, spicy. Oh, there's giant bugs on the ceiling. Gross.
Bugs. Big ones.
Looks like they're made of metal.
This looks like it was, Freya's area, and everything is cracked.
It looks like they're being boiled, but the liquid is ice cold. A cracked glass tank with 9 little rooms. Each one has 1 or 2 insects inside. I can't tell if they're still alive.
I like that you called them rooms.
Hand-drawn entomology charts.
This is definitely, she was big into bugs. Entomology. Freya.
A candle, perched on a barrel.
Very medieval.
I was thinking pirates.
Medieval pirates.
Okay.
This place would never pass a fire safety inspection.
What's in there?
More bugs.
It's a little diagram of a beetle, with some incomprehensible notes scribbled next to it.
That's weird.
What?
It looks really normal compared to the beetles behind the glass.
That's gotta be the gold one.
9 beetles. All different, all dead.
Poor little guys.
There's a bunch of notes written all around them. It's mostly numbers. No idea what they mean.
Is this relevant? I don't think it is. Bugs.
Forensic Entomology, Volume 3.
That's an incredibly specific area of study.
Gil Grissom, baby!
Is that a lab coat?
Warning, hand wash only. Size, small. A glass tank? It's full of plants.
I see the giant key over
There's a
here.
layer of condensation on the inside.
And I see the giant trap in the floor. Don't worry, I'm clicking on everything else first.
It's so dark. I can barely tell what I'm looking at.
Is it locked?
Seems likely, doesn't it? Weird looking safe.
I'm pretty sure the latches can slide into the middle.
Can we cross over them? We can. Okay, so we need to get the... Can there be gaps like this? Is that yes or no? Probably not. Well, maybe. Well, that's as far as I can go with that one. So perhaps this one is not the answer. Perhaps it's this one? Question mark? Oh. I think I may be onto something. Can I do this? Is that legal? All of these are bananas, by the way. They don't all have to connect, I don't think. They just need to connect to each other. I'm pretty confident in this, potentially. It's where to go from here that I'm not sure about. Maybe we can do one of these. Like that. Although... this pink one doesn't really serve a purpose. I wonder if all the latches need to be used. Can get it to here. But then I can't get it beyond that. This is quite a mysterious Jogo. Well, this blue one has to go here. Because there's nothing else that intersects with this pipe. So this blue one definitely goes there. It's from there that things get tricky. The only potential solution is the pink one there, or we use the orange one to move it up, which works. And then from there, the only thing we can use is the... well, but we can't loop back. It would have to be the green one here. The only thing the green one intersects with is the pink one. Maybe I could get it to the... but the green one's on top, so that's bugging me out. I can get it to intersect with the blue one, but then it would have to leave the blue one and then come back to the blue one. And there's really nothing here for that. Can extend it with the pink one. Or I can move it to the green one. Hey, and then what? Oh, the orange. Maybe this? And then this? The blue one just barely connects it. Like that. It just moves blue one up a little bit. How's that? How's that look for you? Okay, let's do. Hey.
Got it.
Woo.
I'm impressed.
I am also impressed. Some of these are tough. Just tough enough.
Anything inside?
Yeah, more research.
Two. Secret Research, a folder containing research notes and diagrams. Our unique flora and fauna is the byproduct of a number of as-yet unidentified chemicals. These chemicals are continually present in this water, forming clouds and filling the lake. This causes a variety of mutations in the plants and animals. Smaller creatures such as arachnids, insects, mollusks, amphibians, and crustaceans are the most affected. However, the chemicals may travel up the food chain and cause mutations in birds and reptiles. As far as we know, mammals remain completely unaffected. So there's a... Oh, it's so squishy in this room. There's a bunch of chemicals in the water, and they're affecting the plants and the bugs, but the theory is that eventually, you know, as things eat the bugs and the plants, that they too will be affected.
Whose research is this? This is some seriously in-depth research.
That's impressive, but it's incomplete. There's a section missing.
We have this section. It's the beetle. One, two, three, four.
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
Definitely seems like he's the one using it.
I guess not a lot of people know about the secret entrance.
Right. But if Pointer's the only one who comes down here, why would he need to lock his research in a safe? Who's he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid, especially about his golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do exactly?
Why is there so much research on this beetle, and why is it hidden? It seems like the most likely place. He was probably trying to breed the golden beetle. Or somebody wasn't aware of the golden beetle. He was aware of it, though. Unless... well, that doesn't make sense. There's nothing to indicate that Freya knew that this lab existed.
Pointer has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory.
He wants
Why?
more golden beetles.
Because it's rare?
Because it's gold?
Is that it?
I think so. I don't think he cares about entomology any more than he cares about astronomy. He just wants to get one over on
Ooh.
Felix. If he can breed his own gold, suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty,
Infinite. Might explain why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
might have been Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
She might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
Curious, sure, but not naive. I reckon she knew what was going on.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture. There's no way this is all just about a beetle.
I
We're
agree.
done.
Ready to go down? Again?
Yep, through the trapdoor. Lowest level. Wow, we're underwater. This is so cool.
Basements don't normally have windows.
We're at the bottom of the lake. We must be.
Right. But if that's the lake bed, why does it look like that?
Like what?
White, smooth, no plants, no anything. That's not what a lake looks like.
Where are we?
It's an old coat rack. Looks thoroughly neglected.
2 cloaks, and a green hat draped on top for good measure.
Old cardboard boxes.
How exciting.
Oh, but there's more. They're also damp and empty.
Ooh, it's a breeding ground for
Old
bugs.
cardboard boxes.
How exciting.
They're also empty. A single book on a little makeshift table.
This is creeping me out slightly.
Why?
I think it's a children's book.
Ooh, that is creepy. Mists of the Sea and Sky, a children's picture book. It looks very old. The Ink Dip, an elegant bird with red and white plumage. The Silver Snake, an aquatic reptile with no eyes and a long tongue. The Soul Bearer, a crab with 3 differently sized claws. And the Amphobi, a frog-like creature walking on 2 legs.
There's a roll of paper up there.
I'll see if I can reach it.
Let me guess. Blank.
Misted Mansion, North Side Cross Section. This was the mansion prior to it being Tangle Tower. It stopped at the rooftop garden. The aviary was always there. The music room was always there. There's a study in between the bedrooms. This is not on the map. The library's there. This is now, this was, oh, the storage room. That was, Freya's room is the storage room. And then across the way was Fifi's room. And then they built, you know, they built, not Felix, Fritz. They built Fritz's room here and Poppy's room here. This bedroom belongs to Poppy, I believe. Not Poppy, Penelope. It has these 2 rooms on here. Misted Mansion. But this study is missing. We haven't been. Look at this X.
Hold on. Have we been to all of these rooms already?
Nope. There's a study.
Study. Wait.
I know what you're thinking. And no, we never went in there.
How did we miss it? A bedroom.
That's Fifi's room, isn't it?
This is Penelope's room.
A bedroom.
Penny's.
Penny's room, I think.
The music room is still the music room. The library is still the
The
library.
library.
And this was Freya's room.
Storage.
It's Freya's room.
Yeah.
The rooftop garden. That name makes a little more sense in this context.
This seems pretty significant.
Agreed.
We're missing a room. Misted Mansion. Roll parchment on which the plans for a gray mansion have been drawn. A horizontal line marks where the lake was before. A second marks where it is now. The mansion's been built on top of a large structure above the lake supported by pillars. Freya's room is listed as storage. A room labeled study is in the center. Let's look at this.
We're too late. This photograph has been stabbed.
Oh my god.
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy.
Metal rod. A sleek but sturdy metal rod. Huh. Has been stabbed into a photograph. The rod has a curved and pointed tip like an arrow or the hand of a clock. It has a small loop at the back with a short length of red rope connected to it. The metal is perfectly clean and polished. Huh. This is the thing. This was probably the murder weapon.
So what's the photo?
It's a Remington. And Freya? It's been framed but slightly damp. The photograph shows a young girl. A large man is sitting next to her. Around them are several red and white birds. Oh no, that's Flora. A metal object was stabbed into the photo, leaving a hole near the man's chest. That's probably Duke Remington.
Do you know who it is in the photo?
Lord Remington.
Did you notice how much light this room has? For a room with one candle?
It's all coming through the window.
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed to be darker at the bottom, not lighter.
Why is there a room down here anyway? And why is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
We still don't really know why people came to live here in the first place.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich, like Pointer with his beetles.
I feel like the Remingtons came here for the lake, for what was in it.
It's empty, though. More empty than a normal lake would be.
It is now, yeah. Maybe we're too late.
It all comes
This
down to the
man
Remingtons.
In the photo, he reminds me of something from
The
one of our
statue.
clues.
Well, he's the statue out front. This? Oh, depicts the man from the photograph. The man, I assume, is Lord Remington. But there's a statue out front of him. Oh, perhaps it's this. This guy right here.
Felix made a little model of him for Flora.
Yeah, it makes sense when you know who he is.
Her father. Lord Remington.
Lord Remington.
Remington. That makes him Flora's father, meaning the girl in the photo is...
Yeah, it's her. See the bird, too.
I never would have guessed. Times sure do change.
I don't know. I don't think she looks so different.
Yeah. It took me a second, but I got her. Okay.
Let's head back up to the Grand Hall.
Yeah.
I want to find that last room.
We gotta go look at that study. Wow, it's Oh no, that's a Grand Hall. It's dark in
Wow,
here.
it's dark all of a sudden.
How long were we down there?
That's
This
an elevator.
must be it. This thing goes all the way up.
How are we supposed to get up there?
Hang on. It's pitch black, but I think there's a switch.
Oh, we're gonna pull it. Hey.
A ladder.
Want to go up?
Absolutely. Tangle Tower. The hidden heart of the tower, I assume. Ooh. Stuff like this just pops right out at you. Oh, is it? It's the three-clawed...
Is that a crab?
It's got a translucent exoskeleton. You can actually see its insides.
It's one of the four
Also,
things.
crabs normally have 2 claws, right? Not 3? Good. You sure we should be touching it?
Grimoire, don't you think it looks familiar?
It's from the book. The limbs of the creature can be rotated and the claws can be opened or closed. Oh. I think I need to make it like it looks in the book, but I don't remember what it looks like in the book.
This crab really reminds me of something.
That little wooden toy we found?
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to help us. I think I've seen it more recently.
You're right, I just don't remember what it looks like. Oh, crap. I always hit that button, thinking it's the case.
It's a wooden pinboard, hung up on one of the chains.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
It's Detective Hawkshaw. A large central sheet of paper has been pinned to it. 4 lines have been drawn from a gap in the center. A smaller sheet underneath features a drawing resembling the silhouette of a cloaked figure with the shape of Detective Hawkshaw. The picture goes there, 100%.
An axe and some kind of hunting rifle mounted on the wall.
Honestly, doesn't look like they've been moved in a few years.
Foreboding
I'm worried about the third one.
The third one?
The one that's missing.
The one that isn't there. Hooks. Big hooks.
Why?
Coffee table, half-empty wine bottle. lamp left on. And I'm gonna say someone's been using this room.
Someone complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
You fool! Oh, it's... Pfft. Several pages have been ripped out, but a few remain. Fifth Ambassador located finally. I can't say I harbored any optimism, but still somehow disappointed, no better than the rest of them. Took my misted friend into the music room for experiments. It worked, perhaps too well. The laboratory was another disappointment. All that effort for what? He's even more short-sighted than I could have guessed. Went to the bottom, nice view. It's been mostly cleaned out, but I have what I need. She got in, she was careful, nothing was moved, but I know it's time. Fifth Ambassador located. To my misted friend into the music room for experiments. It worked perhaps too well. The laboratory is another disappointment. All that effort for what? The laboratory. Into the bottom, nice view. But I have what I need. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay.
An incinerator built into the wall.
I'm still not sure who it is.
It's still pretty hot.
Is there anything left inside?
It's mostly ashes, but yeah, there's something.
Oh no. It's the feather. Not much more than a pile of dust and ash. Among the ashes are several black buttons. Red-colored scraps of fabric are still visible. And the bird feathers are as well. She's looking mighty suspicious now based on the stuff we're finding here.
Someone's been using this room. Crumpled up paper.
Is there anything written on any of it?
Not really. It's mostly blank.
Okay, let's look at the picture of the crab again. The small one is closed. I can't flip this. The small one is closed. The two big ones are open. This one is parallel. This one's slightly bent up, and they're both towards the right. So let's try that
Is that
and
a
see.
crab?
It's got
also crabs.
Oh.
Is that
It's got
also?
We'll see if it gives it to me. So this one's slightly bent up, like this. This one's also like this, and that one's closed. And like this, I believe.
I guess that's wrong.
I don't think we need to guess.
What do you mean?
We have all the information we need in our case file. This
Okay, hold on
crowd
a
really
second.
Yeah, I think I've seen it more recently.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do now, because apparently I have the memory of a flea. See this here? I'm gonna take a picture of this sucker. Oh, the bottom claw is up. Okay.
Is that a crab?
It's got a
also.
So, this is like this and like this. This is out like this and it's like that. This is up but closed.
Perfect.
It's the crossbow.
What's this?
Something somebody didn't want us to find.
It's a crossbow. Mm-hmm. Look at all the
What
stuff we
is
have to
it?
discuss.
I don't get it. This room is in the original building plans for the mansion.